I had, which interesting, kind of like La Palma, and it was like the first wave is false fear. And that's what everyone's going to have to go through. The coronavirus, La Palma, the financial system, like anything like that. Those first waves are going to be this illusionary fear. Like the cabal are going to try to make it seem like it's scary. And to the ego, it will be scary because that's what the ego does experience. It is lower. But people have to pull themselves out, and we have to be ready to help them. And that's what we've been saying for years when Mom was here, still saying it. And I feel like it's going to be this year where everyone's going to have to help themselves.
Yeah.
And are you in a place where you've helped yourself enough and are ready for transitions? Because these foundations are going to be pulled. And it was interesting, this energy update that the girl in the universe just posted, where she was saying how, so fascinating. She was like, yeah, Gaia pulled her energy off of this planet in February of 2021.
It's true.
It's true. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, okay, a little trippy. It's very specific and very spot on accurate to like what obviously Mom experienced. And she was just saying how, like, you know, Gaia had to take her energy off of the planet for what's going to happen because she can't be intertwined with it. And it's true. It's why Mom couldn't be here for this point, and why people will transition but not light workers, because everyone has a contract.
Yeah, she basically said that like Gaia's energy would be like disconnecting from us for a moment because the tumultuous changes that are going to happen, like it would damage
her if she took it on.
Her as a body, right, if she took it on. So that's what we've been feeling, and it basically was like, yeah, there's going to be some, it says some people will like go to the ships for rehabilitation. That's not an option anymore, but I think it's more of like etherically or like during sleep and things like that. Like people who do want to stay for the transition will be like worked on in their sleep,
like,
and in
like maybe some people that get like extreme injuries in 3D and are like, say, resting a lot, like in the lower they've had a bad experience, but in the higher
they're gonna get like worked on so that they can stay. And then there's those that are contracted to leave, and then basically just the light workers, which is us, which says we don't have any exit plan, and we basically are, I don't know remember how she described it, but she basically said we're integrating the solar flash through our vessels, which is why a lot of us feel very tired. You may have some physical things coming up. It's like we're integrating these really high levels of energy so we can be able to hold that energy as all of this like unfolds. And you know, there's been a lot of people who are going through breakups, divorces, separations from families, quitting their jobs, moving locations. This is just part of the process. This year is a lot about soul connections, and we've been talking about the Givers Gathering for a very long time, and this year is the year for that. So if you're anybody who's not aligned with your path, will go, period. That's it. Like, we've been through it a million times. It's part of the process. In the end, everybody comes back to the same point, but not everybody has the same path. And the longer you cling to a path that with in a particular place or a particular job or with people that are not on the same path, it's going to get ripped because it's not for you. And it's like, we have to fulfill our destiny. And destiny doesn't wait for your 3D self to figure it out. It's going to move the pieces of the puzzles into play so that we can move forward in this thing. But it is definitely about like love and healing. And I like what it said of like people learning what love is and what love isn't. Because a lot of people think that they are like love beings, but they're not. Their love is control and expectations and guilt and a lot of other things that